The National Medal of Honor Center for Leadership is on a mission to build leadership skills that last a lifetime, inspired by the values exemplified by our Medal of Honor recipients. Joining us today to discuss the center's impact and upcoming initiatives is Mount Pleasant Mayor Will Haney and Tom Mundell, President and CEO of the National Medal of Honor Center for Leadership. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with us today. And Tom, can you give us a brief overview of the Medal of Honor Center for Leadership?
Sure. Thank you, Taylor. Thanks for having Mayor Haney and myself on the show today. The National Medal of Honor Center for Leadership is going to develop leadership programs that are available to any person, any citizen in the country of all ages across the country. It's going to be headquartered at Mount Pleasant and Patriots Point in a brand new 50,000 square foot facility that will work to inspire American leadership. And what I mean by that is taking the values of the Medal of Honor recipients themselves and bringing those into programs that we can take throughout the country to universities, community colleges, high schools, corporations, not-for-profit organizations, healthcare organizations, you name it, we're going to take our program and work with people to inspire our future leaders, but also current leaders too. There's many leadership programs across the country, but what really sets this program apart is it's a values-based leadership effort based upon the values of the Medal of Honor, which is the game changer here.
Yeah, and something I want to stress that you said is it's for current leaders, right? But then it's also for aspiring leaders and not just people who have dreams of being in a position of leadership one day, but whether it's in their personal life or their work, or which I think is so important and just one of the incredible parts of this center. And Mayor Haney, I want to ask you, if someone did have those aspirations of becoming mayor one day, how would this center help them on their journey to get there?
Well, one of the things I have learned from interaction with our own Mount Pleasant recipient, Major General Livingston, who has been a driving force behind all of this for many, many years, and going to the convention and being at the Citizens Awards is by far, most Medal of Honor recipients were the cliched ordinary person who did an ordinary thing. They were not looking, some of them weren't even in a quote leadership position, meaning they weren't the commander, they weren't the general. They were privates, they were sergeants, they were ordinary people doing their job. And when their moment came, and one of our themes is meet your moment, because you never know when that will come. When their moment came, they had already in them what it took to do something that we're talking about right now and that America will be talking about for generations to come. So what I would say to anybody, whether you want to be a mayor or you want to be a president of the United States, or you want to be the next Lenny Skolnick, who was the guy in the Potomac River when the Air Florida plane crashed, who just dove in and saved somebody. Nobody had ever heard of him. He wasn't in a position of leadership. But I would say, make sure that you pay attention to these things and take advantage of what you have to learn from recipients of the Medal of Honor, because you never know when your moment's going to come. I had no plans to be mayor of Mount Pleasant. I'm not trying to compare that at all. I'm just answering your question. I'm not comparing that at all to the Medal of Honor. But it is a moment that you see something and you think, I think I have something to offer. I think there's something for me to do at this moment. And that's what the Center for Leadership wants to inspire in people.
And through some of the programs that you guys are offering, to my understanding, there will be situations that people are put in. Tom, can you kind of give us an overview of what these different programs are and what they will look like?
Sure. I'll give you an example of one of the programs that we're talking about. So people are afraid of failure. And a lot of times they don't go out and do anything because they're afraid that people look at them and say, oh, they failed at that. So we're going to teach people how to actually deal with failure. And so we're going to give them and put them in situations that will tell them, you're going to fail at this right here. And we're going to talk to you, come back and talk to us about, all right, tell us about why did you think you're going to fail? How did you handle this failure? And hopefully will you use that, as Will said a little bit ago about meet your moment.
Yeah.
These are those meet your moment experiences that we're going to have people deal with in real life situations.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that is, and that's something that everyone can apply, no matter where they are in their journey in life. That's something that we all could use, right? Now, there is a Leadership and Valor Dinner, which is just one of the many ways that we can support the center and learn more information. Tom, can you give us the details?
On October 17th, the Leadership and Valor Dinner will be on the flight deck of the USS Yorktown. Starts at 6 o'clock, cocktails, 7 o'clock the program. We have the Governor, McMaster's coming. We have 2 Medal of Honor recipients that are going to be speaking. Jimmy Roberts from NBC, who does a lot of their sports programs, is going to be our Master of Ceremonies. And Tommy Baker from Baker Automotive is actually the presenting sponsor for it. It's going to be an amazing evening. We keep watching the weather right now, hoping that it's going to be a great day, because if the weather changes, we'll be on the flight deck, a hangar deck down below the flight deck. But it's going to be an amazing meeting. We have 11 Medal of Honor recipients coming with us. That's 20% of the living Medal of Honor recipients with us today.
Goodness. Wow, 20%.
You can go onto our website, mohcenterforleadership.org. We'll have prices for tickets. If we invite anybody to buy a ticket and come join us, because it's going to be an amazing evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what an amazing event.
Yes, and let me add, we're down to 60 now, right? 60 living recipients. So the chances of the Congressional Medal of Honor Society, which is the organization of recipients, put out what the odds are of an American interacting with a recipient, and it gets lower every year, and it's millions to one.
It's
right?
1 in 5.5 million that you're going to meet a living recipient during your lifetime.
So that's why we have the museum on the ship. So as part of your experience at Patriots Point, which is a huge magnet for patriotic tourism and people who believe in America and want to learn about it. So you see a little bit about it there, and you learn and you see about the recipients, and then through the Center for Leadership, you go deeper. So one, you get, you look, and the other, you learn and you change, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to see how this center really does impact our community in all the right ways. Thank you both so much again. mohcenterforleadership.org is where you can go to learn more and purchase tickets for Leadership and Valor Dinner. We're back after this.